Hello, crafty friends. Happy Saturday. Welcome, Whitney. You're here again.
I know! I'm back from my trip. I'm ready to go.
Yes, we are excited to be joining you for another product reveal video. So if this is your first time watching, we do these on Saturdays as the earliest sneak peek of what's coming in the next week's release.
Yes.
So our releases happen every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Time, and those of you that tune in here on our fan page get the earliest look at what's coming, so you can start to think about what you're excited about and see samples and hear all the details. We with this release in particular, are releasing several things that coordinate with things already in our collection. So you'll want to maybe get your notepad out, take some notes, and feel free to ask questions. Our team is always looking for your questions, and we can respond to those now or when we go live on Tuesday to show off the new products and get crafty with them. So should we get started? Okay.
Yes.
Well, today's release is called, not today's release. This upcoming release that we're doing product sneak peeks for is called Foiled and Fabulous.
Fabulous!
We like things shiny around here, right?
I do like shiny.
Especially after our disco birthday release.
That's true.
I think following with this fun foil release is very appropriate. So yes. I have really enjoyed getting into foiling. It's been something we've done at Tailored Expressions for years. But it's fun to keep pushing the envelope, trying new techniques, adding different products to our collection that allow you to foil different items that we may have released previously. So super excited to share with you what we are doing next week. And we always start with our promo, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, listen carefully. And I have a graphic for you. So I'm going to pop that up on the screen. When you purchase $65 or more in our foil release category, that's our new Foiled and Fabulous release category, you will receive a free gift with your purchase that includes the Edge to Edge Occasions freebie pack that's pictured on the right of this graphic, along with the Fun Foil Scrap Pack. So we've been selling these scrap packs for a while now. Gives you a little bit of a sample of several different foils. Now the ones pictured on the screen might not be exactly what you get. We mix up all of the foils from our collection because we have this little bit of scrap left over when we make these rolls into a sellable size. And so we have packed those into scrap packs that give you an opportunity to try different foils without having to buy the entire roll. And the Edge to Edge Occasions is something we've come up with new to help you use specifically the scrap packs. Those sentiments go from edge to edge, and they are about the same width as the scrap rolls. So I'm going to show you those here on camera and give you a little bit more info about those. So your freebie includes these two items. This is a sampler pack. So inside here you get 6 sheets. There are 3 of each of these versions. So, well, actually there's 1 of each version. There are 2 happy birthdays. One of them is toner printed on white cardstock, and the other is the reverse of that. Ooh. So that means when you foil this, anything printed in the black will become foil. So this is going to be a little bit more of a foil pop, and then this one will be just the sentiment foiled.
I love all the different fonts in this.
Isn't that fun?
Yes, it seems like it's going to make mass producing cards really easy too, because you have all of these different fonts that might work with the different, products that you're working with, and then you can just pop one of those on.
Yes.
I love this idea.
And it goes edge to edge, so these are 4 inches, which allows you to stretch across maybe a pattern that you've created and gives your sentiment that real kind of focal pop that it needs. Then we have 2 of the congratulations panel, so you get congratulations edge to edge, and then also we combined thinking of you and get well soon, so both of those are included on this panel in both versions. So that comes along with our scrap pack. So as I mentioned, we have these smaller rolls. These are about, let me measure one really quick, they're about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. and there is 25 feet of foil on here. So
Whoa.
that is a lot of foil. And the nice thing about these is they're very useful when you just put them right over your sentiment, and then you can foil those in lots of different colors. Of course, you can use your full sheets of foil if you know you want all of these in the same color. Just put the whole sheet of foil over the top. But really, these were designed to kind of help you use up these scraps, maybe test out some of your scrap pack foils that you have, maybe do some swatching or some saving of sentiments that you can store away and use later when you're ready. So that is free again with the purchase of $65 or more from the Foiled and Fabulous new release category. Many of you joined us over the summer for our summer school, which was a class that we offered, and foiling was the theme of the class. So if you were part of that event, some of these products that we're releasing will look familiar to you, and I will try my best to point those out, but when they go live on the website, if they are brand new, they will have a new banner on them. If they've been seen before at the event, then they won't say new on them. So let's talk about new foils.
Right? I get so excited about new colors.
I love new colors. We have some brand new colors, but these were featured in our foiling event, Summer School, this past summer. So you may already have these in your collection. These are our Dreamy foils. Dreamy Azure on the left. In the middle is Dreamy Sherbet, and then on the right is Dreamy Lilac.
Ooh.
And these are a variegated foil. So this one is variegated purple and silver. This one is sort of peachy and pink with a little bit of silver in it as well. And then this one has that gold yellow tone with blue and also silver. So these really make your projects pop because they have variation in the foil colors themselves.
Yes.
So really fun adding those into our full collection. Let me show you really quick one of the ways that we store our foil. So a lot of the foil that I store, I keep on the roll, and I just cut it off the roll as I need it. If I have scraps, or if you're the type that maybe your storage solution doesn't offer you the ability to keep them on the roll, you can cut them off the roll and put them in our perfect pouches. These fit in our large binder system with the openings here on the side, and you have your labels that you can kind of swatch and keep in there as well. So I just wanted to point that out if you're looking for a storage for your foil. Let's talk about a couple others that were introduced during the summer school event. This is opalescent fun foil on the left. It looks kind of marbleized, I would say.
Yeah, someone said an oil slick too,
yes,
like that.
Yeah. Holographic a little bit, but when you put this over the black toner, you will see the black toner through it. So this is really designed to work well with our glitter grab. If you are inking and putting that foil and glitter grab over the top and then using this, you'll see the color of the ink behind it, and it really makes it beautiful. So this opalescent foil is one you'll see Susan use a lot, and I'll point it out when I see it on cards today as well. And then we also have the iridescent kaleidoscope. Now, this foil is pretty. You can see it in the container, how holographic and shimmery that is. This foil is different from every other foil in our collection because it sticks to your paper, even in spots where there is no toner. So we're going to use this in the live on Tuesday. I'm going to talk more about it, and I'll show you some samples today, but I wanted to make sure everybody's aware it does stick to the toner, but it also sticks to the open spaces of your cardstock, allowing you to just foil your entire sheet with this beautiful holographic look.
Ooh, can't wait to see
so
those
pretty.
samples.
So we have two more foils that are never before seen in our collection. So even if you were at summer school, these will be new to you. We have orange Stars and Sparkle and pink Stars and Sparkle. So these would match kind of our candy corn and our lollipop colors in our collection, and they have that starry and glittery pattern in them. We have others in our collection. We have blueberry Stars and Sparkles. We have silver, gold. Trying to think of other ones we have in the Stars and Sparkle, but we have several, and now we're excited to add a couple of bright, bold colors in the orange and the pink. I'm going to use pink a lot for birthdays.
Yes, I tried the orange on Halloween, and it looks really good too.
Yeah, that will be fun. Okay, so we all know we need foil in order to do our foiling. We also need a few other tools, and so this is, if you've been waiting, we kind of sneaked that this was coming quite a while ago. It was supposed to be released earlier this year, but the material didn't quite get here in time, so you had to wait a little bit longer. But this is our Foil Magic Shim and Foil Transfer Carrier in a new size, 6 by 8.5. So we made this size for those of you who have a mini mink machine, and the opening to put your folder through is only 6 inches. So that meant you could only foil one piece of A2 at a time. With this folder, you have 6 by 8.5 inches of space, so you can get 2 A2 panels on that 8.5 inch side, and you can slide them through your mini mink both at the same time. Now, I do know some people might ask, how come you didn't do 6 by 11? Well, the material doesn't come that length to allow us to be able to still have the fold at the top, because it is important that you put your folded edge into your mini mink first. So in order to keep that folded edge at the top, 8.5 was the maximum length that we could do for this folder. But either way, whether it's 11 or 8.5, you still have space for 2 of those A2 panels. All right, then one other supply item, you've seen this before if you were at summer school, but this is Fun Foil pouch labels that I showed you, those perfect pouches, and these labels fit right into that pouch opening. Now these Fun Foil labels, I will mention, only include the colors that were released at summer school. Since this product was available during summer school, the new foils that were launched there are in this pack. The 2 brand new foils, the orange Stars and Sparkle and the pink Stars and Sparkle, are not in this pack.
I think it also includes, why don't you open up
Yes.
Blue Stars and Sparkle, which was something we did not have yet in our collection. And if you Magical and Blueberry.
Yes.
It does have some extra foil ones, which you guys know this is my favorite thing. I love, if we get a new foil, I would just go ahead and do the orange Stars and Sparkles, write it on there.
Write it on there, yeah.
Foil it, and then keep it in there. We'll come out with more later, but that way it just is a placeholder for you now.
Yes. As we add more colors to our collection, which I can tell you guys, even another sneak peek for you, that we do have more colors of foil planned this year to release. So, yes, we are always coming out with more colors because, you know, color is everything.
Fun.
Right?
It's super fun to play with something new.
Okay, let's take a look then at some of the foilets. So in addition to foil and those other tools that you need, we pre-print a lot of different patterns for you that really make toner foiling easy. All you have to do, if you've never foiled before, is take that foil, put it right on top of this pre-printed design, and send it through your machine. It's going to come out the other end. You peel that foil off, and everything that was black, I know, everything that was black is now foiled and beautiful. So super simple technique to learn. It takes a little bit of kind of finagling with your machine sometimes, just to make sure you get the settings right and have all the right tools with our Foil Magic Shim and carrier sheet. But it's really an easy thing to do. So this Foilet Modern Meadow pack was available at our summer school event. Let me turn it over and you can see the artwork in there. Ooh. So some really pretty imagery, flowers, kind of unique looking butterfly, and really, really pretty. So let's take a look at some of the samples with this. I'm going to show you these here. So these were actually reverse foiled. That's one of the products we have brought in since summer school too, is the Gina K Polyglaze sheets that allow you to have that white peeking through the negative of your foiled image. So you would foil over here first, and then that piece that you peel off gets foiled onto the Gina K transfer sheets, and then you get this piece with the foil sticking around the outside of the image instead of on the image itself. So fun ways to get 2 for 1 in that. And then let's take a look at this one. You guys see that shattered all over the entire surface.
Ooh.
So that's the iridescent kaleidoscope that I was telling you about, and how it sticks everywhere and not just on the toner. So
I love that.
really pretty.
It is like a party.
And then we have a couple of new ones. So Jill created these with our Dreamy Azure foil. You can see how the foil has those variegated colors in it. And then she used our edge-to-edge occasions as well. So you can see how that looks, kind of giving you a nice focal spot for your sentiments and allowing them to pop off of the patterns. So that's Foil It Modern Meadow. Then also previously available from our summer school event is the Foil It Art Gallery. If you attended, you received this in your event materials, and then you could purchase more following the event if you wanted. So this one is going to become part of our collection now, and we have lots of beautiful ways that you can use it. So here's one of those patterns, a leafy pattern. This would be great for, even for a sympathy card, maybe in that purple color would be really pretty. And then we've got another one from that pack. This one is what we call double foiled. So you have the blueberry foil and the azure foil, which we did share that technique at Stamp Joy. It's really fun to do double foiling where you have the entire piece is covered with foil. And then Susan created this set of 2-for cards using the negative piece of the foil on top of one of the Gina K Polyglaze sheets.
Oh, I love these.
Isn't that pretty?
They look so gorgeous.
I love getting 2 for 1.
I know.
mean,
I love that part too. And when you see them next to each other, you're just, yeah, it's stunning.
Very impactful. Okay, so this one is brand new to our collection and continues on with that floral greenery theme. This is called Foil It, the Minimalist Garden. Let's turn this over. There are 6 different petals and foliage featured in these. So you have a couple of flowers and several that are leafy, and you can do a lot of fun things with these. Again, the dual foiling, you can even color these in if you wanted to. Color some of these petals with Olo markers. That would be pretty. So they do allow for a very minimalist, simple card. Add your little sentiment strip after you foil it, and these are going to be gorgeous. All right, next up, continuing sort of on the floral leafy theme, we have Foil It Artistic Branch. So isn't this one pretty?
Yes, I remember when we released this artistic branch, and I love this imagery.
It has been in our collection for a little bit. I believe it was maybe something we offered at Stamp Joy a few years ago. And so we have a stamp and stencil combo that allows you to easily fill in this imagery. The stencil does. The stamp is also included in that. So if you wanted an easy way to color these images, they do coordinate with the stencil in that Artistic Branch stamp and stencil combo. And then we also have the Artistic Branch die. So if you want to be able to cut out this artwork, you might want to grab this that's already been part of our collection, or check if you already have it, because you can cut these out. Heather made some stunning samples with these.
Wow.
Look at those. I love her color combinations.
The purple foil, wow.
Isn't that so pretty? So this is the Dreamy Lilac over here. And then on this one, she used the Dreamy Sherbet. So
Ooh, so pretty.
Gorgeous. And then combined with just regular ink blending, it takes your eye away from kind of the boldness of the foiling and adds that pop of just matte color in there. Love those, Heather. Okay, so we've talked about the edge-to-edge occasions. You are getting a sampler pack, as I said, with your purchase of $65 or more in the foil category. But we are also offering that for sale. So if you really love this edge-to-edge idea and you think you're really going to use these a lot, you might want to grab an extra pack. This includes 12 pieces. So it's still the same sentiments as the freebie pack, but it just includes more in there. So you have that option available for purchase if you want. And then we couldn't stop with our edge-to-edge occasions, so we went and did edge-to-edge holiday. So this one features holiday sentiments, Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings, and Happy Holidays. And you get a sheet of each in both different variations, on the white and on the black. And you can see this beautiful card that has the foiled detail on our mistletoe quad, and then that really pretty sentiment popped in the center.
That is so pretty. That mistletoe just came out too.
It did. I know, things are coming out fast.
I know, I love that.
All right, let's get to talking about some sentiments then, because we all love a good foiled sentiment. You may have noticed on Heather's projects, she had a couple of my favorite sentiments on there from our You Are set. So you are loved and you are the best, and notice they are foiled, which means we have for you Foil It You Are editions and Foil It You Are. Both of these have coordinating dies. They also have stamps that are part of our collection. So if you love the stamp, you might already have this coordinating die. But in these packs, you will get, we've done our best to really make sure that you have the appropriate amount of you are phrases to go with the number of additional phrases to kind of make one sentiment. So we didn't want to give you 6 URs and 27 of these extra sentiments. So you're actually getting 12 panels of the UR because you get 3 on each panel. That's 27. And you're getting 3 of these, and there's 9 on each panel, which is 27.
That's great.
So you have a UR to match up with every one of your extra pieces.
I love these sentiments because they really stretch, and you can see that on Heather's projects too. They just look so great.
They are a nice focal for your project. And there are just some different sentiments in these. We release them at different times, the editions and the original. So lots of different things you can say with the UR phrase. All right, so next up for sentiments, one of my favorites and what I will be creating with on the live on Tuesday, we have Foil It Blessings. So we took some of our blessing stamps. You might recall them. One of them is called Irish Blessing. Good Friend, I believe, is one of them. Anyhow, you can see them on the website, but they have those little poems on them. May yesterday remind you how strong you were. May today prove how capable you are. May tomorrow show how fantastic you can be.
Oh, that one was from the For Her release.
That was from earlier this year.
I love that one.
There are several different ones in here. I also love this one. May joy and peace surround you and contentment latch your door. May happiness be with you and bless you evermore.
Oh.
So another beautiful one. These are formatted, so they're not the same size as the stamps that are in our collection. They are formatted to work with this beautiful Secret Garden stencil. So we did make them to fit in this open white space that you see here. And then I'm going to show you on the live on Tuesday how we create with this beautiful iridescent kaleidoscope foil and how we get this look.
That color combo, Taylor. I love it.
Thanks. I love incorporating some of our newer colors with some of our older things. And so it's been really fun to explore color with new colors. So we will be making that on Tuesday. We have a few other sentiments, foilets. This is Foil It Timeless Greetings. If you purchased our Nature's Canvas kit earlier this year, you received the Timeless Greetings stamp set. So you may already have the coordinating dies, but these are part of our collection. The stamp set is not yet part of the collection since it was part of a kit. However, the Foil It is now part of the collection, and you can grab those coordinating dies if you need them in order to cut out those. And you can see lots of the samples here with some of the foils that are new. This is that Dreamy Lilac again. And then we have this gorgeous set from Susan. Look at how pretty that is.
Butterfly is so intricate.
I love it. That's the Foil It Meadow design. And then she used all 3 of the new foils, the Azure and the Lilac and the Sherbet.
What a pretty set.
So fun. All right, a couple more sentiment options for you now available in Foil It. We have our Sincere Sentiments. Dies are already part of the collection, so you might want to grab those if you don't already have them. Great sentiments in here with heartfelt sympathy, sharing in your sorrow, remembering you today, forever remembered and always loved. I think these are great sentiments.
Those were released, I believe, with our encouragement.
Yes, with our encouragement sympathy release that we did a little over a year ago, I think it was. So, Foilet Sincere Sentiments is now available. And last but certainly not least, we have a couple new mini strips. So one of our most requested things from all of you is to make more of our mini and simple strips available in foilet form. And so here we are. We are trying our best to keep adding the most popular ones as foilets. So for now, you have Foilet Mini Strips Floral and Foilet Mini Strips Sending. Now, the cool thing about these is you're going to get 2 different versions of these, just like you had with the edge-to-edge occasions. You have the white text on black and the black text on white that allows you to either do really a pop of foil or a little bit more understated foiled sentiment. So 6 of each panel in those, and that does match perfectly with the stamp, which means it also matches up with the mini strips die if you have this one already in your collection, but it has been around for quite a while. So foilet sentiments, I think, are a staple.
So usable. Yep.
Yes. All right, that's it, you guys. Let's come back and say farewell to everybody. Thanks for tuning in today. That was fun.
It was.
Yeah.
We got to see all the foiled and fabulous things.
Yes. Well, I'm excited for you guys to get even a bigger peek at these when we release them at 9 a.m. on Tuesday, and I will be live at 10 o'clock, so come and join us. We would love to get crafty with you and share more about our Foiled and Fabulous release. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.